I'd like to introduce Matti Manninen, lecturer in mechanized timber harvesting from Northern Karelia, Valtimo College in Finland. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's pleasure to be here in your quest. Thank you. I think you want to hear something about Finnish education system. What if I first show you a short video, and then I have a nice picture of Finnish education system that it tells quite a lot of things. It's a good picture. Okay, I put this
Nice to meet you. We are really delighted to be here and to not only see the schools, but also ask you a lot of questions about, what the Finnish education system is like and how.
If you spend 3 hours or so in a school, as we did this morning, you saw real relationships and real respect between administrators and teachers. You also see really small enough class sizes so that there's a real differentiated instruction. So all the things that we say are important in terms of instruction for kids, not simply having a teacher in a classroom, not simply having a smart board or books, the wraparound services, starting with daycare facilities and early childhood.
That preschool is really a child-centered facility.
Yes.
You see the attention paid to the experiential learning.
Yes.
And that the buildings are retrofit for kids.
Thanks to the OECD PISA data, it shows that Finland is performing better than the average. Yeah? We have been passing everybody else. What did we do to make this possible? Our policy of teachers is again very different to many other countries. First of all, we insist that every teacher in Finnish school has to have master's degree. All the Finnish teachers have to be treated like professionals. When people ask me that how do you know in Finland that your students are learning in a school? And I always say that ask the teachers, they know. Just like you ask the medical doctor if he or she thinks that the patients are doing well.
Working as a teacher in Finland, it's really something nice. And when we get the appreciation for our work, that's even better.
Teachers are appreciated in this country.
You feel it?
Yeah, I do.
Alexander?
I think it's a general atmosphere that teachers are valued and the profession is appreciated in all society, and we have a good education to become a teacher.
Teachers' professionalism means something. You see it in the school, you see that it's real. But what the teachers also talked about was the pride that the community has in its teaching force. And you could see it in terms of the pride that the kids had in their teachers, as well as the confidence that the teachers had when you walked into their classrooms.
So this is my main subject, psychology.
We are trying this book in two different schools.
Wow.
This class and a school quite near Vaasa.
One teacher in particular was talking about a new textbook and had called the publishing company about it, and they were changing it based upon what her suggestions were. So that just blew me away, because here she was talking as if this happens every day.
20 lessons a week.
20 lessons.
Yes, but they work another 20,
Right.
preparing lessons and marking papers and so on. So it's not only teaching hours.
Right.
They have other duties as well.
The number of teaching hours, there's almost a 50% difference between the teachers in Finland and in the United States. What are they doing when your teachers are sweating in the classrooms? They're working on their curriculum development, they're working with parents or consulting students or so on.
But if they don't have an own classroom, then they can also working here, and then they have some spaces.
This is so different than in the United States, where teachers actually have their own office space, they have their own lockers, they have computers here, they have phones here. There's a professionalism about this that you just never see for teachers in the United States.
If you go to Finnish school and say that mathematics, reading and science are the most important subjects, they will kick you out, because this is not the way we understand learning.
You saw the integration in terms of content areas, whether it be cooking and art and music and industrial arts and calculus and literacy. And you saw the integration between technology, human interaction, and textbooks. When we talk about how there's no one-size-fits-all, you saw that clearly in the schools that we saw today.
This whole business of education is run by the educators. And that's why the communication and dialogue within this community is very different.
Really, really appreciate the time. Thank you.
What is so obvious about the education system in this country is that people are engaged in problem solving, not in winning arguments. The notion that somebody is an obstacle is just irrelevant here. It's not even part of the conversation. The conversation is always about how can we all together help children. They assume that teachers should be the center of a child-centered education system, and they work to make sure that teachers have what they need to accomplish their task of educating a country.
Okay. How did you like it? Okay, here we have quite the whole picture of Finnish education system, and it starts this basic education. It starts a little bit later than you have, 1 year later, and it lasts 1 year longer. We have also these pre-primary education, but these are optional. They are not necessary for everyone. If you, for example, live somewhere middle of nowhere, there of course there is not these pre-primary education possibilities in that kind of areas. But normally in cities and suburbans there are. So we have 9 years, and then we have one, this is optional, this is extra optional year. We call it sometimes a little bit ugly way, we call it it's for stupid boys or girls. It's not necessary that, but some people don't learn things as fast as others. So someone might need this extra year here. And then we have 2 tracks to go up to higher education. And the other side is it's same. I think it's quite same as your high school, this general upper secondary school, and its aim is this matriculation examination. So if you pass this examination, you can get a white hat, white cap. And the other side, so this side is more scientific side, and this one is a vocational side. But they are equal. So you can choose whichever side and continue up to doctoral degree. This system came in Finland 1995, so it's not very old. Is it 20 years. 20 years, yes. And for example, where I teach in Valtimo, North Karelia, we have this vocational college. But students have also possibility to make, we call it dual exam or examination. They can go both these together, and it takes usually 4 years then, if they choose both together. It helps a little bit if you are a little bit confused here, you don't know exactly what you want, so you can take these both, and then after that you can select whatever you want. Do you want this vocational side or scientific side? I have studied, for example, this. I have studied this matriculation examination and then Polytechnic. So I'm partial of science, of information technology, and then 20 years after that, I've studied this. I'm also harvester operator. I've studied in Baltimore as harvester operator, and that's why I'm as teacher there. Then I studied after this harvester operator, I studied here pedagogy studies. Peda studies. Do you say peda studies or pedagogy?
Pedagogy.
Pedagogy studies, yes. And it took 60 credits. And I have also studied here some educational sciences, 25 credits educational sciences. Like quite many teachers in our school. This is some kind of a standard of education, international standard of education level, and you can compare internationally with these numbers. It is ISCED classification, International Standard Classification of Education, and it is ratified by UNESCO. So this is quite exact numbers. Here we have years with what it usually takes. This is quite fixed years, 9 years. You can make it in shorter time. This is always 9 years. This you can, I think today you can take this in 2 years if you have enough something here. But this takes 3 years, and then we have some further vocational qualification and specialist vocational qualifications after this basic vocational qualification. And it needs some work experience to go here in the higher levels. On this side.
So I have a question. With the international classification on the left side with those numbers, can one of your graduates from Finland get a job in Germany?
Yes.
With a Finnish degree?
Yes, it's possible, yes. I think it's possible in every European Union country. They have quite same classifications. We have quite freedom to move from country to country. And work where you can get work. Of course, it's many times it's the language difficulties, but if you don't have, it's quite easy to move from country.
For the basic education, what do the younger students learn as far as language? I'm assuming English. When does that begin?
It starts from third year. But yes, English starts from third year. But surprise, our second official language, Sweden, it starts from 7. So English starts earlier.
So most people in Finland are trilingual. They have Finnish and some Swedish and English. Is that true?
Somewhat, yes.
Is English required, or do
It's required, yes, it is. Yes. Swedish is also. But then we can choose also here at 7th we can choose, for example, French, Spanish, Russian, German, at least those.
in addition to English and Swedish?
Yes, yes. So we can have 3 foreign languages at the same time.
Do you know what percentage of students actually need that additional year above the basic education?
Here.
Yeah, do you know what percentage, or I mean, do you know?
It's not much. Maybe few, let's say 1-2%.
And then the matriculation examination, I mean, that's just, that's covering all curriculum. It's like one big, like, graduate
Yes.
sort of exam.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes.
So would that be similar to what they have in the United Kingdom? They call it the leaving exams. Also sometimes seen in Harry Potter movies.
Yes, I think so.
End
Yes.
of the year, you're tested over everything.
Yes.
You either pass or you fail.
Yes, that's true.
What happens if a student fails? Do they then do the additional year if they fail the matriculation examination?
If they fail this, sometimes it happens, but
Not often.
I think it's still possibility to continue this side.
Oh.
Yes, you can continue here, but maybe not here.
Are there public and private schools in Finland, or is everything considered
only
public?
only public.
Only public.
Yes.
And is education universal in Finland? So
Yes, it is. Yes.
Free?
Free, yes, it is. And we have common curriculums, and then we have local, was it syllabus? We make our own syllabus from the national curriculum.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's free up until what level? Or all levels?
In fact, it's free up here. But here you have to buy, for example, your own books and maybe traveling. But sometimes also traveling is free here. But then here you must buy everything but studying. So books, living, traveling, and such things.
Oh, I see. But tuition is free.
Yes, it is.
Matti, in your video, they talked a lot about the respect that teachers get.
Mm.
That's a big point. How is it here for you? I mean, is it different here?
Not much.
Okay.
I haven't seen big difference.
Okay.
I heard, I don't know if this is true, so you tell me. But I heard that in Finland, teachers are paid higher than what teachers would be paid here in the United States. And the comparison was that teachers are paid as doctors are paid in Finland. Is that true, or is it?
It's not true.
Okay.
No.
They're not respected that much.
Not that much. Not
I
that.
was wondering. Yeah.
It might be a joke.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I don't want to hog all of the questions, but I also heard that there's no standardized testing except for that matriculation
Yes,
examination.
this is standardized.
That's
yes,
standardized,
yes,
right? But
yes.
But that's the only standardized
I think
test,
yes.
is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Because in the United States, we have standardized tests for everything.
Okay.
It seems like when we're especially in the K through 12 system, the students are standardized, tested to death.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Okay. Yes. I think our teaching is quite much based on, we call it lifetime learning skills. And it's quite much based on this because whole life of people is learning. And we learn these skills, learning skills mainly in our schools. I think that's the main thing in our teaching. So we don't, mostly we don't try to teach very specific, how could I say, small things, so they had to remember them. But it's more these learning skills, because we have so much data in books and internet and everywhere. It's most important where you can find that information and data.
So the focus, it sounds like the focus is on critical thinking.
Yes,
and
that's
not,
true. That's true. Yes,
and not
that's true.
memorization.
That's true. Yes.
Matti, what are some of the degrees that students are trying to achieve on both sides? When they reach like the bachelor's degree on this side and the polytechnic on this
Yes.
side, what are some of the degrees they're using? Some of the certificates or diplomas or degrees or caps, whatever it is.
Do you mean like
the field?
Right.
The
What
choice.
field of
Like
study?
leadership,
Yeah.
industry,
Yeah.
engineering, forestry,
Right.
management.
languages?
So you can get a degree in.
What do they major in?
Right.
Like,
What
for
are some
example, I have a
choices?
bachelor's degree and a master's degree in Spanish, right? So the question is, what areas of expertise what types of degrees do they earn? Like,
Here.
what are their specialties?
Here.
No, in the bachelor's.
Bachelor's.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't know
Unlimited,
everything.
right?
Yes, there's a lot of. Yes.
That would be comparable then.
Yes.
If someone wants to become a nurse, do they go to Polytechnic or do they go to?
They maybe they go here.
They go to both.
Yes. Yes. I think this is the right way to go. Mostly, I think. Also, it is possible to go this way. But I think mostly they do this.
Sorry, you go ahead. From the video, it had said that all teachers have master's degrees. One, is that from the little ones up to year 16? Is that true?
Mostly, yes, yes,
Mostly, okay.
yes.
For those people that don't have master's degrees, what type of jobs are available at the bachelor degree level? Not necessarily in education, but just in general.
Many. Many, there's many.
Name a few, please.
Journalist, right?
Yes, yes,
Journalist?
yes.
Corporate marketing director? Would that be
I think so, yes, yes. I think so, yes. But I think many directors are studied this, because I think there is only, if you think about director's work and directing, that's the only place to study that directing thing.
I have a follow-up question. For the CEOs, the chief executive officers, president of a corporation or a hospital, would they have a doctorate degree?
Not necessary.
But is that sometimes?
Sometimes, yes. Not necessary, no. If you have work experience and you are good at it, you can have that kind of work, yes.
Back to the whole master's degree for all the educators, has that been something that's always been implemented, or is that something that you guys adopted at a certain point? Because in like the United States, you only need a bachelor's degree to teach anywhere from that basic education realm.
Yes.
So, and we probably lose teachers if like,
Yes, yes, it hasn't been always.
It
hasn't been always.
You mentioned 1995.
Yes, the 1995 came this side up to here. Before it stopped here. So if you wanted to be a doctor, you had to change here to this side earlier.
So now polytechnic masters can.
Yes, it is.
What percentage of the population has earned at least a bachelor's degree overall? Does everybody pursue a bachelor's pretty much? It's free. It is free.
Yes, it is free, yes, but not everybody has. Not everybody. Let's say 30%, I think. 30-40%. Yes, I think.
Hi. Because of the master's requirement for all the educators in the earlier childhood education, do you have a lot of teachers, or do you need teachers, or are there a lot of teachers? Because of the master's degree requirement. I'm curious, because here there's a lot of teachers that don't have jobs because there's a lot of teachers.
I think we don't have a lot of teachers without job, because we don't over teach people in some degrees. So most of the people who don't have job, maybe they have stopped here their learning, I think. But I think the academic, is it, what was it, when you are without job, it's unemployment. Academic employment, it's increasing bit by bit in Finland. It's increasing.
Can you guesstimate why?
I think this is quite international or universal because of this globalization, I think.
Are the teachers unionized? Do they have
Yes,
trade unions?
yes, we do, yes. Especially teachers, I think.
In the video, it talked about that the teachers in Finland are working like half the time. Did I not understand that correctly? As far as the hours that they're putting in, it doesn't seem like they're as stressed as our teachers that are trying to implement Common Core at this particular time.
So instructional time in front of the children?
Yeah, like what is their instructional time in front of the children? Do they have like kind of like the day in the life of a teacher in Finland? Do they have adequate time to prepare for
Yes.
this?
Yes, they have. Yes.
So like how much instruction time versus how much planning time in their
I
day?
think it's 6-7 hours
Of instruction
at most.
time?
Yes, yes. I have, for example, it varies. But in when I have the longest working days when I'm teaching, let's say 30 hours per week. So we have quite a lot this time of preparing
30
hours.
hours a week of instruction or 30 hours in general?
In general, 7.5 hours per day.
With students?
No, all the work.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So I think she's wondering how much time per day do you spend with students?
I, for example, 30 hours at maximum per week.
Okay.
But normally 20. Normally 20 hours per week.
So would you say that half of your day is spent with students and half of your day is spent preparing?
Yes, yes. But maybe not here. I think here it's more that the teaching side is more. It might be 6 to 7 hours per day.
But in the that upper that we would, it's comparable to our high school, the secondary, even the secondary teachers are doing like half instruction time and half
Yes, 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 yes. Because here they are, we call them class teachers. So they are teaching from 1 to 6 year. They are teaching. Same teacher is teaching everything: maths, languages, history, biology, music, everything. But then we have these the teachers, separate teachers.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. From that point, upper here.
You had mentioned that you thought unemployment was increasing.
Yes.
Even at this point, can you guess or do you remember what the reports were for what is the unemployment rate in Finland now?
I think it's about 10% today.
I know in Germany it's 3%.
Yes, yes.
So maybe, like I said before, some people with Finnish degrees will go
Mm.
to Germany.
Yes. It's quite a lot in Finland today.
And does the government then give the unemployed financial help?
Yes, yes, we have.
As part of that financial help, does the government also try to persuade the people to go back to some kind of school?
Yep, that's true. Yes, yes, they do.
especially if it's free, so think about that. One issue.
Yes, yes.
Unless you got the entitlements mentality like here. Let's not go there, sorry.
If you don't pass the matriculation examination, how is that, I guess I should say, on the status? Because one of our things is that in our school systems, we don't fail students. So if they don't pass the objectives at a second grade level, they just move on to third grade, and we really kind of hope that eventually something comes into place. So, so how does that work in the Finland schools? So if if they aren't meeting it, is it so sad, or do they fail, basically?
Yes, some of them fails here. Some of them fails, yes. they don't have this white cap or this examination. But it's not a disaster. It's not a disaster. You can have a job without that white cap. It's not good cap because the color is white. It's not clean very long time.
So let me give you a hypothetical example. Let's say either I chose to be a carpenter or I couldn't pass the matriculation exam, so that's the only option to me. What would be the path of someone who wanted to do woodworking, building houses, carpentry?
It would be this side. Yes.
Is it possible to enter that without passing the matriculation exam?
Yes. Yes, it is. So you can, if you fail here, you can try again here. You have learned quite a lot of things here, so you might. It is possible to make this a little bit shorter time when you have passed this without this examination. So you have had quite a lot of courses here, and then they can be approved here in this site.
And if you had like a, let's say a mechanic that had like a master mechanic, but somebody as like a master technician is on the exact same level as somebody with a master's degree from a university. So
Yes.
That's a.
Yes.
They're comparable.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Would they be considered comparable in pay as well as far as salary wages?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
The video also mentioned about class sizes being relatively small.
Yes.
Can you ballpark or give us a general idea as students would work up through the basic education, what teacher to student ratio is there for the lower and then as you go up the educational process?
Of course, it depends a little bit of the size of the schools and how much students there are living in some area, but I think we have. It's quite usually we have under 10, even under 10 students at the class here, but even here mostly not more than 20. We haven't had a single class here that had over 20 students. Quite usually 12 to 15, 16 students.
So at some of our four-year universities, they teach basic classes like that everybody needs, like Psychology 101, for example. And they'll have an auditorium of about 200 students in one class. So that does not exist in Finland?
No. There might be somewhere here some kind of auditory lessons or lecture. Yes, yes, but they are common for everyone. But it's not usually. Not usual. Yes.
So that explains why the teachers, there's not a lot of unemployed teachers. The teachers need master's degrees, so that kind of narrows the playing field there. And
yes.
now if you have, the class sizes are under 10 at a certain point.
Yes, yes.
I mean, it's a lot of teachers.
Yes.
I have a complicated question, but in the American school system, the majority of the funding, the money, comes from local property taxes. in Finland, how do they pay for this beautiful and wonderful system?
It's a national taxpayers' money.
Income tax?
Yes.
Tax on the income.
Yes. We all pay.
Yeah.
Well, and that's an interesting question then. So to refer to you, it's based on property taxes, where you live, property you own. It has different amounts of taxes. Can you even ballpark what a standard tax rate is for any particular employee, any particular worker?
We have a progressive tax. So it starts maybe somewhat 10% and goes up high as 60% maximum. I think 60. I think 60. Yes, 60. Yes, yes.
So you 60% of your income goes?
Yes, yes. And property tax is we have it's somewhere 20%, I think. But if you sell your property, it's 30%.
If you what?
If you sell your
sell,
yes,
so
sorry.
there's a higher tax rate when you give up.
Yes,
being a
yes,
landowner.
that's
Okay.
true. Yes, yes.
And I have a question about that 60% level for taxation. Is that only for income above a certain amount? For example, 150,000
Yes,
euros, you
yes.
pay the 60% on everything
Yes.
above 150?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
So the more you make, the more the
Yes,
percentage is
yes,
being
yes,
sent.
yes, it is.
Wow, that would really not work. See people freaking out around here.
But they have, you have universal education and you have universal health care as well?
Yes, yes.
So that's why it's so high.
Yes.
I've read a lot of family in Belgium, same thing. They talk to us about how their, high numbers of income tax percentage, but with universal health care and universal education. Yeah.
And that's why, because these taxes are so high when incoming is high, rich people try to hide their property in Finland.
So the more they, so below it, and as you make more money, your percentage just keeps going higher and
yes,
higher,
yes,
and it
yes.
goes. And isn't that, not that this is political, but isn't that considered a European socialism sort of?
Not really socialism, no. We are quite capitalistic country, yes.
Technically, they would call it progressive taxation.
Yes, yes.
So, tell me if I'm wrong, but a middle-class person that earns 55,000 euro per year would not pay 60%.
No.
Pay something like 20% or 25.
25, 30, yes.
Okay. So really, it's at the high level.
Yes, yes, it is.
They're funding a lot of the
Yes,
system.
yes.
So we might call that the millionaire's tax.
Yes, it is.
With all the teachers, especially in the lower grades, probably many or the majority are women, what's the daycare center's status in Finland? Is there really good daycares available?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes. Yes, we have. It's we have also free daycares, but quite often we have to pay not much, but maybe 400 to 600-700 euros per child.
For how long?
Month. We always used to speak months, monthly salary and monthly payments and that kind.
And so that payment, does that depend on your income? So if I have, I'm unemployed, I want my child to go to preschool or daycare, would there be a reduced fee? Or
Yes, yes, it depends a little bit of this. And then we have also we have a higher level daycares for rich people and lower level daycares for poor people. Yes.
And they have much better parental leave than we do.
Yeah, isn't it like 6 months or something? No,
for us?
Yeah.
For us,
For when a baby is born.
It's 4 months. 4 months. Yes. Yes. With full salary, and then after that, it decreases. The salary decrease. But you can continue up to your child is 3 years old.
Without losing your job.
Yes, without losing.
Your child is 3?
Yes,
Without
yes,
losing-
yes, without losing your job. Yes.
You're not paid your full salary for 3 years, but you can take up to 3
Mm.
years without losing your job.
But then be able to go back to your job as soon as they're,
Yes.
And what about for the father? Is there paternal leave?
Yes, we have. Yes, it's possible to share the 3-year time. It's possible to share with between husband and wife. Yes. If your wives give up a little bit, it depends if she gives up.
After school care for school-age children?
Yes, we have. Yes.
what's their hours for the school day?
School day hours here is, if I remember right, it's. I think it's about 7 hours. I think 7 hours. Yes.
What time
Quite
do they
often.
start?
It depends a little bit. There's areal differences. If you have a long way to school from home, it can start a little bit later. But in cities, it start maybe at 8.
Until
2, 3, yes.
Do the children go home in the middle of the day for break, or do they stay
No,
at school the
they
entire
spend
day?
school entire day. Yes.
And I ask because in Spain they typically go home
Okay.
for dinner and for
Okay.
break, and
Yeah.
then they go back.
Yes. We don't do that. Yes.
And does the government then provide lunches for the children?
Yes.
while they're
Yes.
at school?
Yes. 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 Everything is free here. Everything is free here. Yes.
And the teachers are working less. And the other thing is, I don't know if this is true, but I also heard that the students are actually working less too. So even though they're ranked first for science and second in reading and math, the students aren't coming home with hours and hours and hours of homework.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
We might call that busy work.
Yeah.
Just continue to repeat and repeat and repeat.
So overall, the medical expenses around are got to be low because the stress is low.
It's also increasing.
Oh, the stress level?
Yes. 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 Employment and government decisions. I don't like our government, what is today there. Many people don't like.
Say that again?
I don't like our government today.
So would we call that like current and potential future changes? We would call across Europe austerity?
Yes,
Cutting
that's
back?
true. That's true. Yes.
So this is a current debate?
Yes.
What
Yes.
to cut, how much to cut, and that causes some tension.
Yes. Yes. Austerity is the word of the day. Maybe it's everywhere.
Yes, it is.
It belongs to globalism.
So how long are you in the United States, if I could ask?
2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks?
Yes, yes. Official time is 2 weeks, and then I fly to Minnesota for a few days.
And if I could ask, who sponsored your trip? Was that a government or is this your expense?
It's U.S. government and Finnish government together, I think, yes.
And are you actually visiting some K through 12 schools, or are you staying in the community college atmosphere? Like some of the younger schools, are you visiting some of the...
I haven't visited, at least not yet.
Okay, which is probably why the level of respect seems the same. Because once you start visiting the schools, it would be interesting to see your insight after going to a school and seeing the atmosphere and the relationship between teachers and administration.
Is there a difference?
Well, from that happy video you showed, definitely. I think that one of the things that really kind of stood out to me is the fact that the community was really behind the teachers. Everything was very supportive, and then teachers. I didn't hear that they get paid like doctors, but I heard they get treated like doctors. Very. It's just with great respect, and that's not so much in our system.
Yes. Yes.
Nowadays, it seems like I've never taught in the K through 12 system, but nowadays it seems like our K through 12 teachers are, unfortunately, more like robots rather than, right? Because they have to teach to the curriculum, they have to teach to the test. It's so strict in terms of what they teach, how they teach. They all have to do it the same way. And at the college system, we have what's called academic freedom. So we get, as long as we cover the course objectives, we get to decide as teachers how we do that, right, with our students on an individual basis. But our K through 12 teachers don't have that luxury. So I think in some ways that's one of the reasons why our K through 12 teachers might not feel like they have that respect, right, or that their opinions or that their opinions matter, right, in the system, and it sounds like in Finland that they do. So.
And
we're also dealing with a lot of social issues. Children who come to school hungry and violence
and
babysitting, and I mean there's a lot of other stuff that is involved in being a K-12 teacher here nowadays.
And that element seems like it's taken out.
And I think all of that together is really stressing our teachers out. And I think one of the problems is when our teachers are in stress, they start slacking in other areas. So instead of giving 100%, or to something, they just just gonna, and it ends up that the student ends up having to pay for it.
Yes.
Not
yes.
Even so much slacking, just being distracted.
That's probably a good way. Well, distracted or just because exhausted. So yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Not necessarily I'm gonna slack, but you can only juggle so much.
Yes.
And so that's why when you said about their work hours, it's just very astounding. I think our teachers, come September through May, the hours that they're putting forth are exhausting.
And then our people that don't work in education give teachers a hard time for getting summer off, right? And they put in 80 hours a week or 80 plus hours a week during the school year. Well, if we don't get summers off, then
Can I ask one question? How long is your teacher's vacation in this here? How long is the summer vacation?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Okay, it's quite long. We have a little bit less, 2.5 about. Yes.
Well, we're about 2. It's about that. We're starting. The schools are starting like in mid-August now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess they don't really finish until
like the
late May or June.
So it's about 2.5.
Okay. And they get salary of that time?
Yes.
Okay.
We do have some school districts that have gone to the 12-month system where the students actually are in school year-round. And they get shorter breaks in between sessions.
Yes. Our government has also considered that because I think they have heard you are thinking also. Yes, yes.
You guys are already doing really well, so
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
sure.
winning.
Don't fix it.
Mm.
So well, let's thank Matti
Yes,
for
thank
coming.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure.